As we start the second half of 2020, want to let you know that we have updated the performance summaries for the portfolios on the website. You can see through June 30th, the all strategy access, 77 strategies, up 24K in the month of June. You can see the portfolio report. You can see which strategies are traded. There are 77 strategies. You can also take a look at the other reports by going to our homepage. Go to Market Portfolios. You can develop your own portfolio with the portfolio calculator. You can verify these. You can look at the diversified 25K, 50K portfolio, and you can see which strategy. This is a 10 strategy portfolio. So in June, this strategy was up 5,200 roughly. It was at a peak of 7,500. Came back to around 2,000, and it came back up to about 5,200. So some back and forth, but it's up overall on the month. Nice month, and it's take advantage of Cobra 3, E-mini Nasdaq, one of our top strategies. Then you can take a look at the stock index portfolios. You can trade these with the micros as well. And some of the portfolios we have in our portfolio calculator are not listed on here, such as the micro stock index and micro gold portfolio. They are in addition to this. And so you can take a look. Here's the 36 system stock index portfolio. It was up on the month, 16,212.50, and you can see all the latest numbers here. The 19 system stock index portfolio, it was up 16,505. Actually, that number is 18,505. Cobra 3 Mini S&P is one of the strategies that did well in the portfolios this month and is included in both of these portfolios. So you see Cobra 3 Mini S&P was up about, I guess, 7,500. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to go back and look. I sent an email about that yesterday. So these are the portfolio results for the strategies that we offer, and you can view these portfolio results. You can see these webinars that we did at the beginning of the year, and you can use these portfolios and treat them like a single trading system. So for example, if you want to look at the performance summary, you look at the drawdowns on some of these. $43,000 on a 36 system portfolio, and so you have to have enough capital to trade this. You could also treat this as a stop loss. You could trade this with the micros, roughly 1/10 of those results, 1/10 of the risk, and the same thing for the 19 system stock index portfolio. It has a $21,000 drawdown, and you can treat this drawdown like a stop loss. Always recommend waiting for a drawdown to get in, and sometimes you will get a worst case drawdown. For example, if volatility increases, you can expect potentially worst case drawdowns. So you want to buffer for that by waiting for a little bit of a drawdown to start. And so if you take a look at for example, the 200K portfolio, it had an outstanding month. It was the best performer on the month. For the portfolios, up 30K, up 142K on the year, and it recently had a worst case drawdown here because of increase in volatility. And so it rebounded from that worst case drawdown, had one of its best months. So you can see those monthly results here. It was down in May, 8,600, and so if you're trading this in April and May, you're kind of going through a break-even period. If you start at the beginning of April, by the end of May, you are down about $300, and then you have a big month in June. And so these are the things you have to look at. There's great standard deviations of returns, and there can be worst case drawdowns if volatility increases, so you need to buffer that by waiting for a worst case drawdown, not a worst case drawdown, but a little bit of a drawdown, and so that you can, when you add the portfolio or if you start in a drawdown, you have that buffer in effect. So that's the update for the portfolios for the month of June. Halfway through 2020, you can look at individual systems as well. We highly recommend trading these systems together in a portfolio, and you can find the portfolios right here, and you can download the portfolio calculator right here, and this is what it looks like. It's an Excel spreadsheet, has all the data in it and the daily P&L, and for each of the strategies. It's an end-of-day equity curve analyzer tool, and you can use the drop-down menu to take a look at all the current portfolios. You can take a look at some of the old portfolios as well. And for example, we recently added micro stock index portfolio at the beginning of June. It is a 52 strategy portfolio that includes micro stock index, E-mini S&P, E-mini Nasdaq, and micro gold. And those are the most liquid micro contracts. I wish Crude Oil had a micro contract. It has a mini contract, and the lowest common denominator would mean to trade that you'd have to have 5 micros on the ES and 5 micros on gold to match the QM, which is a mini contract. It's only half the size and not 1/10 of the size. So these are the results. It was up 3,200 in June. If you're trading these on minis for the stock indexes in the big contract, it was up 32,000. So it's actually better than the 200K portfolio. We said the 200K portfolio had the best month, but this new portfolio that we released at the beginning of June actually had the best month on a mini basis. If you multiply this by 10, you get to the minis, 32,195 on the month. So that's the update for the portfolios for Capstone Trading Systems for the month of June.